America's Army cast here for the Epsilon Cup Finals. We're currently live in the second map, first round, as Epsilon is on assault on Pipeline against Shogun. They played Mount McKenna before, ended in a 5-5 tie, and right now we're just going to see what happens on Pipeline as we have Epsilon Paris and Epsilon Kickoman pushing the main door with, let's quickly check out Cloud going around the north side outside with Cesium backing him up there at that west entrance already. They're just clearing that out at the moment. So it's a 2-2 split for Epsilon. Meanwhile, Shogun has got mostly defending in main pump room with players pushed up, with Hank pushed up in the north hallway, looking at that north inside door, and Goku in the break room upstairs, spamming the main entrance door on the office. Jimbo.
Yeah, we're just seeing Cloud in exterior, taking exterior valve now, with Cesium pushing into exterior tunnels. He's going to push up in them exterior tunnels now. Just seeing if there's anyone down there also. Just creep in every corner, poking his gun out, see if he can get any gunfire. There is still Kikoman and Paris in that main entrance, trying to get through, but it looks like David and Goku have got that locked down quite well. Flash comes in, or it's a smoke, I'm sorry.
Hang has realized that the tunnels are not his anymore, as he is sitting there in that north room waiting for Cesium. The door opens, Hang moves, probably gives himself away with some footsteps. He decides not to fight there. He moves back and gets into the main pump room now, where he joins his two friendlies there on the first floor. There's quite a crowd on that first floor, and there's actually some blocking action going on there as Shogun scrambles to get up top, with Goku meanwhile having also fallen back, him being in the bathroom. Hang is on the 203 for Shogun, with David on the saw. For Epsilon, we've got Paris with an M16 trying to get into the vents. Kickaman on the saw supporting that. He's been shot yellow at some point on that main entrance push. He's probably going to be going bathroom. Then we got Cloud in the tunnels also with the 203, and then we got Cesium in the north pump room also making his way down into the tunnels now. So it does look like a valve push, and with support from vent and bathroom. We got David with the saw covering that valve, and 203s and grenades going off as we speak. Perez having been going through that vent, he's almost there now where he can start making a difference as he gets some peeking action into that main pump room. Just going to quickly keep following him, see what happens there, as there's a lot of other firing going on that I'm not entirely sure where. Perez though does get the spot on the upper third floor, as Kickoman is with him also in that vent, also puts some fire out, and that's gonna that fire is all gonna go on. Not sure where that fire is gonna go. It's gonna be Kresik, who's actually still green, so there's a lot of missing going on there. Now the T-door intersection goes open. Kresik checks that out, gets a flash out, but that goes completely wrong. There's loads of nades going off, and I think that was actually a complete wipeout there, as I have to actually open my console to see what happened there. Cesium taken down by Goku with a shot, then Goku taken down by Cloud's grenade, and that grenade also taken down David, and then Kresik taken down by another grenade by Kickoman, and then Kickoman coming in and taking out Hang just with his gun. That was going around, I think, main console, or was that actually that was actually Kickoman going into the
main control room.
Pipe? Main control room, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So that was two grenades that just completely swung that match around, that went off right after each other. Mostly were thrown up, perfectly cooked, and they did loads and loads of damage. Tempo.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same two-man push into main entrance, with Cesium going around the south outside, and Cloud going to be covering at north, but it looks like Shogun have done a tunnel push though.
Kresik has eaten a flash at main entrance, but there's nothing coming off of it. We got Goku in the tunnels, and now Kickoman taken down by Kresik as he came off that flash, and immediately saw Kickoman trying to poke a gun into his ear, but he responded and he got that kill, and he seems to have not been hit in the process. He has to get rid of Nate there. He stores it in the tunnels. We see Hang now also falling back, so there's a two-man defense in main pump room, while we have David in the stairs, north tunnel stairs, with Goku sitting below him, looking towards the main or the north valve, sitting in the tunnels basically there. Now this can definitely work, although I think Goku's position is extremely risky, as he can get cut off quite easily, and then there's just nothing he can do. He's going to be taken down there. As at the moment, as I say, that Cesium there is coming out for peeking those tunnels, as he did last round on his own, just poking his head in corners, as Chimpo said, and he gets taken out by both players, with David getting the kill. and now they are just still staying there. They're not actually falling back yet. I have to say, last round though, I think that was a pretty big round there, immediately going to Epsilon on assault with these 4-minute rounds. At the moment, there seems to be a push from Paris towards the main pump room, from Paris being in the bathroom corridor area, with Cloud trying to support a bit in the tunnels, doing whatever he can, trying to get through that 2-man tunnel defense, as I'm basically waiting for Shogun to make the fall back there to main pump, and as I'm saying that, I'm just checking out, they have done that. They have fallen back out of the tunnels through north pump room into the hallways, although Goku is still in those hallways, so he's just going to try to get a pick there, I believe. Shogun definitely now with 3 players in main pump room. Cloud taken down by Goku's grenade as he does get that pick in the north pump room, around tunnels area. Paris now being the last one in the bathroom. The only advantage he's got is that he's got the height. He's up. All the Shogun players are downstairs. Can he make that work for him? I'm thinking probably not, but we're just going to see what happens there, as Paris has now actually decided to drop down from the vending machines in the break room to the T intersection, and he's going to open that door, and as he tries to do that, he gets shot at from behind, with Goku still in those north tunnels there, and that he takes a few hits, and then actually gets taken down by Goku as he takes a few hits through the door from the main pump room. Chempo.
Yeah, quite very well planned out there. Shogun's rush into the tunnels at the start of the round, try and catch Epsilon off guard as they tried to push through that exterior, or maybe a straight north rush with Goku and I believe it was Cricket in the tunnels with him. But yeah, it seemed to work out for him. But it looks like now Epsilon will be doing a north side entrance push. There is 2 men already rushed in there, with Kikoman going to take main entrance on himself. I mean, Paris, sorry, Kikoman.
Hang. And Paris trying to go to main entrance. He's going to get some help there now. But David now holding off the main entrance. He's actually taking some shots now in the back, as Epsilon has taken over the break room area, with loads of Shogun players down there in that north hallways and north valve area, the north pump room area. But now also Paris going down there by David, and I think Shogun actually made a push towards that north pump room right in the same round that Epsilon also decided to push from the inside. Now Cloud also taken down, trying to get in that main entrance from Goku. Cesium is the last player alive. He's up on the break room stairs trying to go down, seeing if he can get a pick there, which I don't see happening. I think he takes a flash there, while Goku also flashes his teammate David, so there's not too much they can do about it. Cesium comes back there, takes off a nice pick, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to do that 1 or 2 more times to get back in this round. He is now making his way through the bathroom, trying to get into the main pump room. He's definitely got to go for the PC objective there, as he's firing at... Who is he firing at? That's going to be Kresnik standing there. He's now getting ready where the nade Kresnik is, and nading that bathroom corridor. Cesium is already out of there right when that nade lands, anticipating that grenade coming in, going back into the bathroom. Still having quite a lot of movement space left, I have to say. He's not been boxed in yet, which I did sort of expect, but it looks like Shogun is going to sit on it in the main pump room with 3 players, and I don't think there's a lot Cesium can do about that, as he actually takes some hits through the door now on the T. And that's another great kill there. I think that was maybe a bit through that door, but mostly actually not, just past that door, and he takes down Hanks. Now it's 2v1, where he started 4v1. Goku also getting a team nade on Kresnik, not killing him, but injuring him, which is really not what he needs right now. Cesium being yellow. It does look like that first round. Kresnik now yellow, Cesium yellow. Really quickly checking out the last player, Goku green. It looked like what happened, also the last round already. The first round scared Shogun maybe a little bit into going all the way top of the main pump room, and now they're shooting coming out. Cesium trying to take down Goku from the vents, but does not connect those bullets on Goku. Goku returns fire and takes down Cesium for a 2-1 lead on Shogun. They definitely took that round at the start that should have been completely theirs, and then Cesium tried to crawl. Well, I don't know, crawl. He tried to claw his way into that round again, and he nearly did, as he went from 4v1 back to 2v1 with still being yellow, so it's not that bad. That's definitely possible, but in the end gets taken down. And what I was saying there before was it looked like Epsilon's grenade spam, or not spam, grenades coming out in the first round on the main pump room, killing 3 players so fast and so effectively, maybe scared Shogun a little bit into using the upper parts of that main pump room. So they've been sitting downstairs for the last 2 rounds when they were sitting on main pump room, even when they had player advantages, when they had more players alive than Epsilon. and that put them at a slight disadvantage. And even though they were 3v1 and 4v1 respectively in the second and third round, that did leave them open to a clutch situation, which luckily for them hasn't happened, but it would have been a possibility, and I think that was mainly because of the way they played that main pump room. But right now, where I have a completely new round 4v4 again, and the important part, of course, is if they keep playing like that, when it's going to happen that it's going to be, for example, a 2v3, maybe even in Shogun's favor, and they're still not using that upper part, that's going to be really bad for them. Right now, though, Kickaman coming in from the main entrance, shooting at the break room towards Goku. He actually does not get the kill there, as Kickaman gets taken on by Goku, but then right away, we have Paris coming in behind him. He does get that kill on Goku, and Paris is green, then looking at that north hallway. He knows there's another enemy there on that T intersection. I think he takes a flash there. He eats a flash there as he gets pushed back into that main entrance. I don't think he's managed to injure the other defending player, which is going to be is now going to get help from Cesium through the north side of the hallway. Exactly, there's going to be Hang there, as Hang has moved back yellow. Hang moved back, he's yellow, he's above the objective now in main pump room. And it does look like Shogun is in that main pump room with 3 players. 2 of them on the first floor, and 1 of them all the way up on the 3rd floor. Kresik, I think that's going to be a key player, as he has to cover quite a lot of entrances on his own, and that's just a position where you can cover so much from if you're up there on that 3rd floor walkway. Meanwhile, we have David also in a very key position, standing there on the railing, where you can see the bathroom, where you can do stuff about possible valve grabs, and you can keep that T intersection door. And we have Hang in a position that I personally don't like too much, as he gets taken down right when I say that, coming up from the bathroom from Paris. I think possibly he was just looking the wrong way, or he had his 203 out, and Paris just cracked that door, and there's just not a whole lot you can do about that right then. And Paris gets that that pick there, which is quite crucial, I do believe. Kresik trying to return fire from that 3rd floor walkway, and he cannot get Paris down, and instead Paris takes Kresik down. Paris becoming a key player in this round, actually moving in now, but that was a little bit too much, as he gets taken down right when he moves in by David, the last remaining player for Shogun. And David is on that basement floor in the basement area, flashing now the valve, as Epsilon has taken the upper parts of the main pump room. As Cloud actually did get flashed by that flash, and he got hunted down immediately by David. And Cesium now getting the grab on the main control panel, and I'm not sure how the timing is going to be, as David is now going up that ladder, is looking at that main control panel. Can he do this? Does he see him? I don't think he sees him. I think he has missed Cesium. He is now seeing Cesium. He's shooting at his feet, and he does not get the kill there. That was a key grab by Cesium, getting that kill. It looked like the remaining player for Shogun, Goku, I believe that was, or no, actually that was David. He did not see Cesium laying there at the start. He spammed at it a little bit, it seemed, maybe trying to make Cesium do something stupid, but obviously he did not do that. And then he started running across that walkway, finally saw him, started shooting at him, just did not manage to do enough damage in those legs early enough. As we see in another aggressive defense strategy here by Shogun, I do believe, as they're all running down and into the halls. There's been a flash deployed into the main entrance, where Kickerman is now spamming the door. He must have been hit maybe a little bit by that flash, but not seriously enough to stop that push. But Kickerman being alone there, so the key question now is, where's Perez? And when I'm saying that, I'm just going over to Cloud. Cloud actually coming up from the tunnels now, taking down Kresik, standing on the west barrels. And Perez has come in now from the west entrance. When the west barrels went down, he came in and tried to get kills from in the back. Did not get that. Cesium gets taken down by David somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure where that is. And then Hang taken down by Kickerman on that main entrance area, as Kickerman has come in from the T door, and then immediately takes down also Goku and David when he jumps down into that basement, with Kickerman being a very much key player that round, getting so many kills, I think 3 kills there, and taking that round for Epsilon with a 3-2 lead on Assault. That's quite impressive. Jempo.
Yeah, it was definitely a good push there from Epsilon, a push from every side, 2 men rushing into oil, going down to that primary valve, Cloud getting the pick at the start of the round, making Shogun fall back early on, allowing the other players to come in behind him, like Kiko getting the 3-man kill in behind, and with Paris distracting him at west entrance, keeping their eye on him, so Kiko was able to get those kills in the back. But yeah, very strong round there from Epsilon, giving them the 3-2 lead, which now they go to defense on the upper hand.
That was very nicely played there, as the first kill went down from Cloud, coming from the tunnels, taking down the defender on the west barrels. And then Kickerman taking down his man on the main entrance, and he just keeps pushing. Perez tries to get the players that are now looking at Kickerman trying to come in from main entrance in the back. Does not actually get kills, but does distract them, leaving them open for Kickerman to take them down. So great teamwork there by Epsilon. And now Epsilon on defense, and they've just got to keep their rounds, and they're going to be winning this map. And with that, this tournament, as Mout was the previous map, and that was tied 5-5. So Shogun has it all to do. They've got to take 3 rounds if they want to stay in this tournament. They got to take, if they want to stay in this cup and win it. And they got to take 4 if they want to have an instant win. 3 for a tie on this map, and then we're going to see an overtime situation. We see Kresik in the main entrance, Hang and David going around the backside. David going into the west area, spamming that door, and Kresik actually is not also in the main entrance. And then we have Hang taking the exterior valve right now, with Goku also being in the main entrance. There you go. It's quite struggling to make sense of all that. Tempo.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick kills rundown for the first half. We'll start with Shogun. Hang going 2 and 3. Kresik going 1 and 3. David going 5 and 3. And Goku going 6 and 3. Then for Epsilon there is Kikoman going 4 for 4. Cloud going 3 for 3. Paris also going 3 for 3. And Cesium going 2 for 4. So it seems like for the kills, looks like it's in Shogun's favour at the minute, but we now are on with Epsilon on the defense side, so the kills will probably bump up for them now.
I think the kills are actually exactly equal if you count the absolute amount of kills, but Epsilon managed to take more advantage of that and win more rounds through objectives, I guess. They have an interesting defense set up here with Paris on the roof of the PC. They have another player in the vent, and they have one player in the bathroom who is now fighting with Kresik. Kresik being yellow there, and that was going to be Cloud who was in the bathroom. He still seems to be green, not sure if he took any hits. We have Cesium sitting on the basement floor. Cloud now coming back from the bathroom into the into that main pump room area. Kickerman being in the vents, and Paris with his 203 up top, with the bathroom door being kept quite widely open, so he can 203 in there. That's definitely an ambush situation there. I have not seen that in quite a while. That's something I don't know if I've seen that basically at all, but if I have, then it's definitely been a very, very long time ago. And I think that can definitely work with Cloud probably more looking at the T door with his grenade there, and as that door opens, immediately he gets the flash out there, and I'm sure he tagged someone with that flash. Also, the bathroom door has been closed. 203 went in there, but I think it did not explode. That's one of the risky parts about that strategy. Immediately, lots of spam fire gets put through that bathroom door, as there's 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock, and Shogun has to start pushing. It's 4v4. Kresik is in the vents. He's the player that's red for Shogun. Kickerman is also going to be in there, so Kresik cannot move up too much, and we now have a bathroom T-door push with David being taken out by Clouding on the bathroom area. We have nades coming off. One of the Shogun players, I think, trying to get in from the basement area, as Kickerman has now gone out of the vent, leaving that open, as Kresik has also gone out there and trying to go through the bathroom. We have Goku taken out by Cloud as well, and Kresik taking even more hits in that bathroom area. Hank taken out by Cesium. Not entirely sure where that happened, as Kresik bleeds to death in that bathroom corridor. Tempo, where did those other 2 kills happen there?
Yeah, Hang was going to do a push. I think he was about to grenade a basement from a primary maintenance tunnel, and Cesium just must hear the nade and pushes him and just shoots him straight through the smoke.
Alright, that's pretty solid defense there from Epsilon, as they have just been sitting on that main pump room with 1 minute on the clock, having been slowly falling back towards that area, setting up a little ambush on the bathroom with Kickerman also being in the vent. We now have Cesium actually going through the vent, trying to throw a grenade to the main entrance. It's possibly going to be key. He opens that vent, gets the nade out towards the main entrance, and he gets the pick with that grenade. Kresik going down to Cesium's grenade. That's key here, as Kickerman also pushed that main entrance. He's been shot yellow, and the score now being very much in favor of Epsilon, with a 4-2 lead. Goku also trying to go to that main entrance, not being hit, but being severely slowed down, not wanting to get picked off also from that vent. And it looks like Epsilon is content with that early pick. They don't want to risk any more players to pushes, except, of course, Cloud still being in that break room, which I missed before. And I just found him right now. He's hiding in the break room between the sofa and the TV, and he is just waiting for the first player to get close to him, and he wants to pick him off. seeing if he can go maybe for a 4-2 situation and get out of there, or probably in the worst case swap kills and hopefully tag at least one other player before he goes down, and that would really, it really should give the round to Epsilon, but anything can happen. Paris again with that 203 up on that roof, kick him out on the vent, and the PC roof that is with Paris, and Cesium in the on the what are those called? Cesium in the basement.
Basement pipes.
Yeah, on the pipes. There you go. I couldn't find the word there. As Shogun has been pushing up steadily but surely, they have taken the north pump room. I'm gonna go for that objective now. Unfortunately, I can't see how much minutes are still on the clock. Tempo.
Yeah, there's 2 minutes 10 left with Hang taking the secondary objective now. Seems like most of the players are around that secondary objective. I'm also missing a player as well, but it seems like 2 of them are at secondary valve. Oh yeah, David's in west main corridor. Looks like he's gonna try and make a push on that main corridor intersection as Goku and Hang are now gonna split up. It looks like Hang's gonna make a push for that primary maintenance tunnel again.
Shogun's assault so far not being too convincing yet. On the other side, they may actually not run into Goku, or that's not Goku, that's Cloud. Sorry, excuse me there. They may actually not run into Cloud the way they're deploying so far, which could be good for them if they manage to get some picks and get in the main pump room fast. But on the other side, Cloud may decide, you know what, I'm going to flank and not fall back to the main pump room. And that may be really bad then for Shogun if they are not getting in really fast in that main pump room. As I'm saying that though, David seems to be making his way up in that break room. That's going to be key. Is he going to be able to react and take down Cloud? And he is keeping it very exciting. He moves all the way back. And Goku now blowing up at Paris on that T-door. And David deciding against going up in that break room, throwing a smoke. And then he does go in that break room. He's now there. And he's right next to Cloud. Cloud's previous position as Cloud has moved. So that ambush there is not going to happen. Currently, Epsilon on the 4v2 position. They must have just pulled back Cloud saying 4v2 is good. Just come back. We can take it with 4 guys in the main pump. There's not a whole lot that can go wrong. But if they would not have done that, they probably would have been 4v1 up right now, as that position is quite a tricky one to spot. And David actually ran full-on past that position. Hang now, though, trying to take the primary valve. He's actually taking it, but he's gotten flashed by his teammate. And I think that flash was supposed to be for Cesium, who just comes down there now and takes down Hang. But actually the flash kills his teammate, or flashes his teammate. And I don't think Cesium was too flashed as he manages to take down Hang. So that was quite unlucky there, as who knows what would have happened if that flash would have landed differently. David then tries to come on in on his own and does not manage to get any kills now for a 5-2 lead for Epsilon, which is playing a very convincing defense. That flash was, I don't know what to say about that. Jumpo.
I believe it was a grenade that David threw down. It was some good teamwork there from Epsilon. Epsilon was passing all their flashbangs down to Cesium on basement to try and hold back Hang from taking that primary valve. And David trying to nade Cesium, but ended up hitting his teammate while he was taking that primary objective, and letting Cesium know that it was right at the valve and taking him down. But yeah, Epsilon allowing to give all them flashes to Cesium to hold them back. It's allowing them to use their armory to full to hold back Shogun on that primary valve.
Exactly, and also allows them to use the timer to the full because it's 4 minutes. There's not a lot of time on the clock, and if you can just keep them away with flashes for 2 minutes, that's key. And I did think it was a flash though, but if you say it was a grenade, then it probably was a grenade. But either way, I'm not sure if that throwable object there actually gave away the position of Hang to Cesium. But if it did, then that was doubly unlucky. Right away now we see Epsilon again exchanging grenades, having lots of players in the mid pump room. Kickerman going up to the third floor, probably gonna get ready to go in the vents. Cloud has fallen back towards the bathroom area. Paris is already on the roof again. And Cesium again sitting in that basement. It's going to be a standard defense. They know they're 5-2 up. They know they've got match point. They know they've got tournament point or cup point, and they can win those 1,500 euros for first prize if they just get 1 out of 3 rounds now. I think even a tie at this point is good enough for them. So they're not taking any weird risks. They're just going to sit on it, do their standard defense, which has been good so far. Although I have to say, every round previous to this one, they have also done some picking and ambushing and whatnot. So right now they're just being very defensive compared to the previous 2 rounds. but then again, their main defense in the main pump room has really not been scratched by Shogun so far. So I hope Shogun manages to take this round. I really do, because that would just get even more excitement and action in there, and it would show that just sitting on it on the main pump room is just not something you can afford, even with a 4-minute round pipeline. You just got to do more than that. You got to take a little bit of risk, but who knows? It might just work for Epsilon, especially of course because they have done other things the last 2 rounds, which forces Shogun to go slow, check the corners, etc., etc. That does waste their time. So it's not like Epsilon is going for a full-on just sit there, don't do anything kind of strategy. They have played their previous 2 rounds differently, which has allowed them to condition Shogun to expect pushes and ambushes, of course. Jempo.
Yeah, it seems, but the thing that might let Epsilon down here is that they're using the same defense tactic again, position, so Shogun will know where to look out from. They'll know that Cesium will be basement, they know that Paris will be in top of CP and Kikaman in that vent, so they might know a way around to break their defense, so maybe Epsilon's tactic might have been strong for them when Shogun didn't know where they were going to be. But as now Cesium getting taken down there at primary valve, this might be
too cocky. Cloud immediately also taken out by Kresik. I think Cesium is a bit too cocky. He actually walked into those main tunnels coming out of the main pump room, and he got taken down as now David has been blown up by Paris, but of course Kresik knows where Paris is, so he walks in, takes down Karis. Now it's all up to Kikaman, who jumps to the basement and immediately gets taken down by Hang, so it does look like what Jempo was just talking about, that Shogun knows where to expect the players. They know where their grenades have got to land. They know where their flashes have got to land. They know that when they walk into that big main pump room with so many spots where you can hide, you just know, okay, this is the spot they've been in the last 2 rounds. That's the one I'm going to check first. That's just how it works. And if you're going to sit there again, then that cuts down the reaction time on getting the bullets on you, and that proved to be crucial, I do think there. Plus, maybe a little bit too cocky play by Cesium as he went out there into that tunnel. I don't think he had any reason that he had to do that. I think he could have waited a little longer. What happened there?
A great well-prepped grenade there, practice in offline mode probably. Kikaman in the east corridor, bouncing it off the wall, going straight outside main entrance and blowing up Cricket outside main entrance. It was a great grenade there. Cooked to perfection.
Really nice grenade. You can just throw that right over the door, sitting without even showing yourself in that hallway. Throw that over the main office door, bounce it off the wall, like Jempo said, and it does land outside, which is shocking for most assault teams, as that grenade will follow you all the way through, and really you got to get off that stone little step outside of main entrance and lay down fast, or you're toast. And that's what happened to Kresik, as again, just like 2 rounds ago, we see a very early grenade pick by Epsilon. Epsilon, of course, saying, okay, we're 4v3, we still have 2 match points, we don't have to take risks, so they are sitting back again. Kick him out of the vent. Cloud has come out of the bathroom and now takes down Goku as Goku tries to run into the main pump room from the basement entrance from the primary valve area. Perez again on top. David now taken down by Perez as Perez is shooting with his 16 onto the west corridor, which was smoked, the west entrance. And now it's going to be all up to Hang, who was taken down there by Cesium, giving this match and this map and this cup to Epsilon, who have now convincingly won pipeline there, as it was getting a little bit more exciting there with Shogun convincingly taking last round there with, I don't think they even really, I think the last one guy that was really close, but now Epsilon taking that cup, and congratulations to them for winning that cup. It does look like they will just play on for the hell of it, and of course for hey, more enjoyment for us, more rounds for us to cast. That's always nice. But as they have said that, there is now a critical error reported, so I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. Jempo.
Yeah, Cesium's just crashed out there, but very good game there from Epsilon. They still did play the same tactics this round, so maybe Shogun thinking, they might be trying different positions. I don't know, but it seemed like their defense tactics seemed to have worked a lot better that time. But yeah, very good games there for Epsilon. So they're going to take the 1,500 euros, their own cup win. I don't know what that'll look like in there for awards, Epsilon Cup. So I don't know, but yeah, it's been a very good cup from what I've seen. A lot of good teams made a lot of few players come back to the game just to have a chance to win this money, because it's not like we've ever seen this before in the European scene. So it's been a good tournament from what I've seen.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you that
good games to all teams participating here. Good games to Epsilon for winning that final. And very nice try to Shogun with a very, very nice play on performance on Mout. And you know, it was close on Pipeline, but not close enough, unfortunately, for Shogun. It does seem, just to really quickly interrupt you here, for this round right now, that was a critical call, which actually didn't happen. And the admin called a play on, and then called that, you know, the Shogun team could decide if they want to keep playing or not. And there's a lot of weird positioning and everything going on now. And they decided to just play it on. They had completely weird deployments, obviously, as the teams expected a discard. But they're now just playing on Cloud, taken down there by Krisic. Kickman has been shot red in that main pump room, and I'm not really sure what else is going to go on in this round. Jimpo.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching much then, but yeah, just still not really got much to say, but yeah, it's been a good cup. But yeah, as things go on now, David going to be pushing in. Don't see much use of calling it now, as there is a, well, Cesium has just left the server from his critical error.
I do think that is that's going to be it for the actual playing here, as this was the last round anyway. I would say that if I have to say it, I do think Shogun was probably going to take that round, but it doesn't really matter anymore. It doesn't really look like the playing is too serious, and apparently Cloud, it does hope there that Perez, who is standing in that basement, is going to die. And he does. He gets died right there, because else his ego would have apparently gotten too big. I just wanted to say that on the air here. And yeah, then if you want to call that a real round, Shogun took that round for a 6-4 final score. Match win was achieved at 6-3 on Pipeline with a 5-5 tie on Mount McKenna. And it was a very nice match. Tempo.
Yeah, it's been a good shoutcast tonight. Maybe Cesium got a little bit excited just before he crashed and made his computer go, you know, shut off or something. Maybe banged on his desk for like cheering. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a good cast. Thanks for DGR for recording this today. This has been e-rev.tv, and this is T1 Empo, and with me has been Orange Devil. Thanks a lot.
Right, that's right. I've been Orange Devil for e-rev.tv. As Tempo said, we've been casting here together for the Epsilon Cup Finals for America's Army. We'll look on our site for more casts for America's Army, Call of Duty, Day of Defeat, and Counter-Strike Source. And yeah, definitely check that out. Check out our RC channel on QuakeNet, which is e-rev as well, pound e-rev there. And thanks to DGR for the excellent video, obviously. Just a quick final note, it's been really too bad we haven't been able to do this live, I do believe, but you will, if you are hearing this, you have been able to find it on our site. So thanks for coming there and checking out this cast there. And we do hope you do that more often. And good night.
e-rev, applied directly to the forehead. e-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor-to-head related injuries. View at your own risk.